you get this whole ecosystem of innovation going, because you never know where a particular patent is going to lead.
There are some great examples of things that when we started them, we had no idea what was really going to happen.
Serendipity plays a large role in research. And so a lot of times you create something that had an intended purpose, but it didn't necessarily work out that way.
When I first interviewed at IBM, I didn't know that IBM was even working in nanomedicine. I was presenting a poster at a conference just a few months before I finished my PhD, and one of the scientists here came up to me and said, "How would you feel about continuing working in nanomedicine at IBM?" And I was like, well, what's going on? IBM is a computer company. Why would they be working in nanomedicine? Well, it turns out many of the materials used in the semiconductor industry actually apply very well to materials that are used in medicine.
I think one interesting story on this notion of working on something and then much later you discover what it's really good for is an area around fine-grained weather forecasting, something we internally call deep thunder. And we have a group of researchers that have been working on this for probably 15 years. They're meteorologists, and it's not about is it going to rain, it's what happens on the ground when it does. It's is it going to flood in Rio? It's can you predict the power outages from the next storm before it happens so you're ready? Can you predict what the wind farm will produce tomorrow so you know how to balance the grid in advance? It's everywhere, but when we first started, it was absolutely a scientific curiosity.
That's the beauty of it. You don't know what your invention is going to be used for, decades from now. It solves a particular problem that you thought of, but what makes it patentable is that it's applicable to a larger sphere than what you invented it for. That gives you that little kick that you're pushing the boundaries of computer science. That's amazing.
I think one of the important things to remember is that invention and innovation take a long time. And when you begin the process, you have one idea about what you're trying to accomplish. By the time you're finished, you may have a very different idea.